Cheers, my thrifting friends. Okay, don't let this absolutely stunning, look at the sky today. Oh my God, beautiful. Don't let that fool you. Tomorrow we're on track to get our first real heavy snowstorm, supposedly 5 to 7 inches. We shall see. Not looking forward to it, but I know a lot of the northern parts of the country have already gotten a ton of snow, so no one's going to feel sorry for us. Okay, today I decided to take a ride out to here, the Second Chance shop in Suffield, Connecticut. I have not been here since the summer. My last video I did out here, it was like 90 degrees, so it's been a really long time, but let's check it out. I'm looking forward to them maybe being decorated for Christmas, having some really pretty items like that, and maybe I'll find some clothes for myself. They're known for having really nice clothes. Maybe I'll find a couple really pretty tops for myself. I don't know, let's see. Fingers crossed, we have some good luck.
That's broken.
This is?
The leg. I saw this a couple weeks ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
What a bummer. Wow, they want a lot of money for it broken.
They want a lot of money for a lot of things.
I know.
Yeah.
I've noticed that.
It's great.
I know. Everything has changed.
I know.
It is a shame.
Yeah, it is.
It makes me sad, too.
Yeah.
Well, this blue willow teapot does not make me sad, although $18 for it makes me a little sad, but the actual teapot is so beautiful. I absolutely have to have that. Yes, I did. All right, this store is really well known for its linens. They always have a really great selection. So I immediately went to that section and started looking. Yes, $5. I love the color of this table runner. I love how elegant it is. So we're going to put that aside. And let's see what else we can find in this lovely pile of stuff. They had a lot of Christmas linens in here, which I thought was lovely. Some rugs. Blue is not really my color, but I wanted to check out the price. That was a reasonable price for these little area rugs, $5. That was a really good price. Those were some really pretty curtains. I did not have a use for them, but I really thought the print was really beautiful. It probably was Waverly, probably custom made since we're in Connecticut. Lots of families have their curtains custom made. What is the name for this? I suppose it's just called ball fringe, right? I don't remember if there was a specific name for that type of fringe. Comment below if you know the name of that fringe. That was on my curtains when I was a kid. I loved this towel. If there had been two, I would have grabbed it. I didn't want just one, but it was such a large bath towel. It was great. Okay, I've been on the hunt for an off-white basic tablecloth that I can use as kind of like a basic layer, but this one didn't have a price. I ended up asking about the price. It was $11, so I left it behind. What a gorgeous piece of glass this was. I had not ever seen something of this style. They looked almost like feathers on this glass bowl, but at $15, that's kind of a lot. So even though I thought it was really pretty, I left it. This green dishware was really different. I had never seen this before. I mean, actually what I really like is this white platter in the back, but they had it in such a way I was literally afraid to take it out. So I will say this, if you are, a reseller, you have a booth or a whole store like me, oh, Gibson, I'm not surprised. They make some beautiful stuff. Yeah, you have to be really mindful as to how you're displaying because somebody actually might not pick up something because they're afraid to break it. That bean pot was nice. 12 was kind of like the most I would pay to keep it for myself, and I would have to love it. I already have one that I use for dog food. So, wow, Hearthstone pottery, $18. That's a lot for that without its matching pieces. I thought that was way overpriced. I mean, it was very pretty, don't get me wrong, but way overpriced. I also like the pottery set, but that was also very expensive. That milk glass behind there, that fluted edged bowl, that was $8. That was too much. I recognize this as false graft. Again, $8. That's really high. Yep, it is false graft. Yeah, garden trellis. That's a real classic print. I think that's really a beautiful print from false graft. Again, I didn't want to put it back because I didn't want it to break. So I let the ladies know. I put it in the basket for now. But, okay, now this is a piece of brass. This is awesome. What a lovely little piece of brass. It's only $4. Okay, so see, you can still find some bargains, but you really got to look. So what's really weird is that the base of it is not brass, but the angel and the bird are. So yeah, we're going to grab that. I loved this quilt. I thought it was reasonable at $16 and it was a queen size. And I loved the theme of it. It was all seashore, like starfish and seahorses. I thought that was so beautiful. In my mind, it's in my future shore house. Ugh. This one was $45. It's so crazy, the price differences between stuff. That's $16. It's beautiful. It's cotton. That's $45. I mean, I understand they're two different patterns, but honestly, they're not that far apart. They're both kind of pastel and yeah, crazy. All right, let's look through some Christmas linens in case there might be something really special in here that would go in my Victorian situation. But I pretty much didn't see anything. It was all kind of modern-y stuff. Boy, these aprons were so charming. Aren't those adorable with, oh my goodness, the two Christmas aprons? I thought those were so cute. If you're really into vintage and you like to dress up with vintage, those aprons would have been so, so cute. That was a Christmas tree skirt. And yep, I really didn't see anything else. This might be a possibility. $3. That's actually a really good price for that runner. I'm surprised I didn't pick that up. Oh, this dog coat is so cute. Do you guys have dog coats for your dogs? We do. It's wintertime here, and we definitely put sweaters on our dogs when we take them for a walk. Okay, I really love this stenciled napkin. $1 a piece. Okay, they were in excellent condition, but what you're seeing me do here is count them because I don't want to. I've done this before where I thought there was 4 and I just, put the whole thing in my pile to purchase and then realized when I got home there was only 3. So now I'm very aware of that and I count. There was only 3. All right, my favorite thing to do, go through a whole pile of vintage doilies. Oh, nothing makes me happier. I don't know why I love doilies so much, but I do. So we're going to go through these. They were a reasonable price. They were all like $2, $1.50, which is about the price you're going to find for these now because they're getting harder and harder to find. These are dwindling down. Now, this is what I like. I like the open crocheted look and I love linen. Oh my goodness, especially when it's like really stiff, like someone has taken the time to starch it very, very heavily. These were so pretty. I really liked them. They were $1.50 each and they had a different flower on each one, which I thought was so charming. Yes, I am going to take those. I am going to make a tablescape for spring, I think, with those. I'd put one underneath each wine glass or something like that. But yeah, so I'm just looking for what my favorite kind. I like them to be like a little bit open, a little off-white. That one I think is going to make the cut. And I usually don't get the fabric-y ones. Anything eyelet lace, I definitely don't, or too thick. I definitely love that off-white one. And I definitely love this one, I think. Oh, it's got a stain. Oh, man. Bummer. That had a stain on it. Otherwise, I would have totally taken that. But let's put back what we didn't select. Pick up what dropped. Yeah, I really liked this one, but the green edging, I don't have that color. So I'm going to take this pile for me. All right, they normally have really nice artwork in here. I did end up getting a couple of pieces you'll see in my haul, but this was the big piece they had in there, $45. That's way too much. And I never have good luck selling any kind of Italian scene. I don't know why. Anything Tuscan, I should say. Anything Mediterranean or Tuscan, forget it. I can't sell it. I never buy it. All right, this milk glass was a different piece. I had never seen this pattern before. It's $10. That's wow. Okay. Well, I had never seen that pattern. I don't know who the maker is. If I find it online, I will definitely post it here. But this was a cute little candle holder. And then this looked like a little milk pitcher. It's missing its sugar. It should be in a pair, I think, and at $9. That's kind of a lot. So we left all the milk glass. All right. I'm trying to get a closer look at this shelf. Shelves are really a hot commodity right now. I never thought they would be so desirable, but every time I have a shelf available in my store, it sells. I have no shelves right now. I've sold every single one of the natural wood ones that you guys have seen me thrift in previous videos. So I'm considering this one, but I think it's the vintage shelves that are doing really well. So I put that back. It was a little too modern. All right, let's do something a little different. I never ever look through clothes. Well, I never show that when I'm making a video of thrifting because I really don't get too much, but what a beautiful display. I can really appreciate that. Owning my own store, I can really appreciate the effort these ladies have put into making this boutique area very inviting. So this store is completely run by volunteers, as most nonprofit thrift stores are. And I think they've done a nice job putting together a nice display. Very pretty, very Christmassy. All right, we're back into some more home goods. They had another room. This was spectacular. I loved it. Oof, $25. I don't love that. I put it back. I wouldn't even pay $25 for that new, or like in an antique mall, I should say. Absolutely not. I can do well with rooster themed stuff, but not in plates. It has to be like a print, a very primitive print. So I usually do not ever grab anything rooster themed in a plate. Okay, this definitely is spode, but wow, $35. That's a lot. That's expensive. Oof. I mean, it does have the original box, which adds a little bit of value, but $35 is quite a bit. These miniature copper casseroles were interesting. Not quite sure what you would use those for. It's probably a serving, like if you were serving something in individual servings. And then they did have some plain white false graft. I don't know the name. This one is definitely hollyberry. I have recently thrifted some clear glass candle tea light holders. I showed you guys that in my video I posted before this, my centerpiece on my table. It had some interesting pillows, but yeah, mostly just the plain white false graft up front here. Who knew you had so much stuff in here? How much is the blue and white in the corner there?
This cup.
Nope, all the way down. The like an urn or whatever. It's missing its top.
50.
It's 50?
50.
Wow, okay. That's missing its top, just so you know.
Yeah, it's a biscuit.
Yeah, it's a biscuit jar. Yeah, I'm familiar. Unfortunately, once their tops are gone,
I know.
they lose all their value.
It's a sin.
No, I know what it is. I recognize it. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's a flow blue. It's got value, just not nearly, not
Right.
without its cover. No dealer will buy it. Somebody like me would buy it and style it, but
Yeah, somebody was like that.
totally. Yeah, it's very pretty. It's still,
This jar.
that's beautiful, but the blue and white, and that's got a chip right in the front. That's way, yeah. A dealer's not going to buy that either. Right in the front is a chip. I'm staring right at it.
Yep, you're right.
Yep. But it's beautiful. No doubt about it.
Couple of chips, really.
Okay, well that was fun. I had a good time shopping in there today. I got some really cute stuff. They wrapped up everything really nice for me and put it in a box, and I have a whole bag full of stuff here. I found some really interesting things. Now that's the thing, coming to these really small places, you can find really cool, interesting things. Sometimes people just want to donate to these very small thrift stores as opposed to the big box charity stores. And yeah, so you can find really cool, unique things. But prices were a little high, I'm not gonna lie. I would have gotten more, but as a reseller, I couldn't make any money on the stuff that they had in there at the prices that they had. But I got things for me, so that's always awesome, right? All right, well, let's go home and take a look at my haul. And yeah, I gotta get our house ready for the snow tomorrow. Gotta make sure the deck is completely wrapped up and put away, the rest of the cushions, the umbrellas, stuff like that. So let me get myself home and do all those things. Hi you guys, I am back from the Suffield Second Chance shop. Yes, I was in Connecticut yesterday. So I have a small haul. It's a small thrift store, relatively speaking, and I did find some stuff. I will say their prices, they've definitely gone up since I've been there. The last time I was there was probably in like I'm going to say July, August. I know it was like 95 degrees out the day that I went. So it's definitely been a while, but that's okay. Let's get into what I got. I got some artwork. I got some porcelain pieces. So let's see what I got. All right, let's start with the artwork. I got 2 pieces of art. They're both very sweet. Now, the last time I was at the Suffield Second Chance shop, I got a beautiful painting. It's right over my mantle. It's that beautiful roses, grayish, pinkish. I love that thing. I put it up there and I don't think I'm taking it down. I used to change my picture on my mantle. That's my dogs. I'm so sorry. It's probably a squirrel. The usual. Every time I sit down to do these things, they want to go for a walk. So they're going to let me get through this. We're going to get through this. Okay. Anyway, ever since I put that picture up there, I used to change my pictures on my mantle seasonally, and now I haven't. I just love that picture so much. Anyway, this is so sweet. It's vintage, obviously. I paid $4 for this. And I think it's like a husband and wife, or like a man and a woman, and a new little born baby. That's what that looks like to me. I think that's so sweet and beautiful. Look how beautiful people used to dress. In these vintage pictures, you can really see that, he's all in a suit and she's in this beautiful negligee. Of course, it's romanticized. And that's what I love about these vintage pictures. Oftentimes, they romanticize moments in your life. And you know what? That's amazing. I love romanticizing moments like that. So this must be a romanticized moment of a new family. And I think it's very beautiful, very vintage. So I grabbed this for $4. I'm going to see if I can sell it in my store. I know it's a very unusual subject matter, but hopefully it will appeal to somebody. This one is a more universal subject matter of a farm. So I grabbed this. This frame was really thick, really heavy wood, really good quality. And this is an original painting. You can see the original. I'm sure this is probably an acrylic, I'm going to guess. And what's odd about it, though, is I don't see the artist signed it. But I think it's an acrylic painting. But I love it. I think the colors in this are great. I think somebody would really love to have this as a seasonal spring piece of art. Got some cows near a stream. This looks very spring to me. So yeah, I grabbed this for $4, and I'm sure I'm going to sell this in my store right away. And my favorite piece, and the one piece for me, is this teapot. Ooh, I love it. It's blue willow. It's a beautiful blue willow teapot. I overpaid for this. Overpaid for me. I don't know. I haven't looked it up yet to see how badly I overpaid. I just knew it was blue willow with the gold on the top, so I had to have it. I think I paid $18. Darn it when they know what they have, huh? But that's okay. I love it. I love blue willow. I have a very large collection of blue willow, and I don't have a teapot. So I am adding this to my collection. I'm going to enjoy it. John and I actually eat on blue willow dishes every day. That's my everyday set, believe it or not. I'm not saying that for any other reason than enjoy your things. Life is short. I eat on my blue willow. I'm fine with if I break it. I want to enjoy it. I want to use it. I want to touch it. And you should definitely use your nice stuff, or your whatever things that you cherish, use them. So I cherish blue willow. I'm so glad I got this, even though I think I paid too much for it, but that's okay. It's for me, and we're going to really enjoy it. All right, I did get also 3, I want to say like porcelain and 1 brass piece, but let me show you. So I grabbed this Lenox piece, and I believe it's a marriage plate. Yeah, I think it's like it says Lenox marriage plate. I think that is so beautiful with the wedding bells on it. Goodness, I love Lenox. I do. I love that creamy porcelain. I know I've said this before to you guys, how much I really love Lenox. I love the color of it, and always with the gold rim. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to sell this. I'm going to try. I only paid $4 for it. So I think I might be able to sell it in the spring, wedding season. I think it would be a really great piece for that. Very unusual, hard to find piece. So I'm going to probably put it in storage and see if I might not be able to make a really pretty display with it in the spring when it's wedding season. We shall see. And then I picked up this really sweet brass piece. This was only $4 as well. That's how they mark their stuff with little hand written tickets. So what a sweet piece. It's a little tea light holder and it's brass. I don't know. Do you guys like this? I think it's really sweet. It's like a little cherub with a bird and it's brass. And for $4, I definitely can sell this for a profit. I thought that was a really sweet piece. All right, I did grab some linens. This Suffield Second Chance shop is definitely well known for their linens. I always find really nice ones when I stop in. So, and they were reasonably priced, reasonably for me, for keeping. I mean, I wouldn't resell any of these. I'm gonna add them to my own stash. This one was $2. These were all like $1 or $2. So I got this tea stained one. Oh, I love stuff like this. I love stuff like this. I love that color. I've got this really big round white one. This was $2 as well. Now with big round white ones like this, I love putting them inside of like a basket. Like I love putting them inside a basket or inside of like a tiered tray to line it, but mostly a basket. I love using these inside baskets just to line them and make like a pretty edging, you know, coming out of the basket and then filling up the basket with whatever I'm going to fill it up. That's a nice gift idea too. If you're making a gift basket, a lovely way to line it is with these vintage crocheted doilies. That's a really nice way to present a gift basket. And then I got a set of 4 of these, I guess we'll call them coasters, but they're these hand crewel work linen round doilies. There was 4 of them. They were $1.50 each. So I got this yellow flower one, and they're very stiff. Like somebody ironed them with a lot of starch spray. These things are very, very stiff, which is great. And then this yellow flower here, very pretty. And then this pansy, this purple pansy, pretty. And then this blue pansy. These are so pretty. I think I'm going to use them in a tablescape in the spring. I'm just going to put them underneath each drinking glass. I think they'll look lovely on the table like that. And then I got 2 more pieces. I got this one for $2, this open weave crocheted white one. Again, I can't have too many of these. I put them everywhere. I put them underneath any kind of vignette you make, whether it's in a bookcase, on top of a table, in a cubby. I use these. They really add that layer. They just add that something that you don't realize is missing until you like look at pictures on Pinterest, or like you're looking at something, you're loving it, and you're trying to recreate it. And sometimes it's these little small elements that are part of the vignette that actually really bring it together. So I love these. I use them all the time. And then I grabbed this table runner. I love this color. I already have my Christmas tablescape done, as you guys have seen in my previous video, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep this. I use these. I love these colors year round. I think they're beautiful. I love wine and cranberry. It is one of my most favorite colors to decorate with as an accent color, because I always feel like it's always rich. And I love the color. I just love cranberry. I don't know, there's something about it that is really appealing to me. So whenever I see linens, especially like a brocade like this, I think that's what you call a brocade, jacquard, brocade, something like that. Something rich and layered like this. It's got the tassels on the end. Yeah, I grab it. So this was $5. A steal for such a luxury look. All right, so the next 3 things I grabbed are all for me. They're all glamorous, and they're all just something for me that it really just taps into my glamour girl, feminine side. I love to dress up. John and I haven't really dressed up in a while. We used to have seasons tickets to the Springfield Symphony here in Springfield, Massachusetts. And we were going to the symphony 7-8 times a year. It was spectacular. And I used to get dressed up just to go to the symphony. We haven't done it in a while. We should try to make an effort to do something. I mean, I really miss going out like that. So to motivate me, to get us to go somewhere fancy, I picked this purse up. This is really gorgeous. I love this black with the dark iridescent. Oh, that is so me. It's just like a flip open purse. Oh, actually it goes like this. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's plenty of room in there actually for your phone, your wallet. There's plenty of room. And I have to have a strap. I mean, I can't have a purse that doesn't have some kind of crossbody strap, but I thought this was elegant and really pretty, very Art Deco, very 40s feeling to me. I just love it. It can go Victorian the way I like, very fancy and girly. So I got that. Can't wait to use it. Now these next two things are extravagant. They're amazing. They were only $5 each, but the look and the thought of them is super extravagant. Okay, I grabbed this like velvet. It can be used as a scarf. It can be, it's like like it can be like a shawl. I paid $5. It's velvet. So I figured, you know what? I can use it as a scarf, or it's this like extremely elegant, you know, like shawl. This beautiful, you could use it as like a shawl, a cover up, you know, what am I trying to say here? When you're having something that you want to put over a dress or a top to give you a little bit of warmth, but you don't want to wear a jacket. It's like a stole, you know, this kind of thing. So this is velvet. It's just a simple black velvet, but the most elegant look ever. I can totally picture myself wearing it like this and then like putting a really fancy pin right here. That's very me. I really love it. I think this is awesome for $5, a beautiful velvet scarf. And I would just wear it as a scarf. I mean, this is really, really pretty. It's totally doable as just like a scarf, you know, with a beautiful jacket. I think it would look really pretty. I love it. I love velvet. All right, and then this thing, God knows, I just love it. I had to have it. It's like this little bolero-y thing. I think you would just like wear it like over like a, you know, like a dress. Here, let's try it on. Let's see if this actually works. Yeah, okay. It's something that you would like wear and you would kind of tie in the front. It's got these ties and you would just like tie it in the front and have it over this like spectacular, I can just see it with like a spaghetti strap dress or like a strapless dress. And you would just wear this as this elegant kind of evening thing. Oh, come on. Can you see it now? Where are we going? I love these two things. As soon as I show John these, he's going to make dinner reservations. I just know it. I do not know if we are going to have a white Christmas, but I can tell you for sure, we are going to have a white December 2nd. So John and I are home from work today. He took a snow day to not leave the house in this terrible weather, but we are having our first snow, our first real plowable shovel type snow. I don't know how many inches we're gonna get, but we are gonna stay cozy inside, and John and I are going to make Polish Golumpkis. We're gonna make a meat version, meat and rice, and we cannot wait to have a cozy Golumpki making day, and of course eating them tonight is going to be awesome. All right, let's go back inside and make these Golumpkis. Well, hello, cheers thrifting friends. Don't worry, John's going to be joining me. I am getting us started on making a recipe of Golumpkis. I hope that's how you say it. I'm sure John will pronounce it much better. But anyway, we are going to be using this Polish heritage cookery, and we have a recipe in here that we're going to use. And it's very traditional. It's this recipe right here. I'm going to be using that one. And it says that it's the stuffed cabbage rolls, traditional with rice and meat. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to leave this open right here. And I have already cooked the amount of rice that it said to cook. You don't need to see me cooking rice, but I am going to show you how to mix it up with the meat. So what we're going to be doing is actually sauteing up some onions with butter. You saute that up, but then you put it in with the raw meat and the rice and an egg, salt, pepper, and it says optional is paprika or any other seasonings that you might like to bring out the flavor of the pork. That's exactly what it says here. So let me mix up our meat filling, and then I'm going to get the water going, and we're going to be boiling a cabbage. John is here with me. Things are getting serious. Yeah, we're ready to cook the cabbage, but first we're going to add as many onions as he thinks. I mean, I did one onion, but it was a huge one, so he can stop when he's ready. Okay, clearly John loves onions. So don't I. It's going to be delicious. We're getting the extra what we call flavor country. It's just our slang for the yummy bits at the bottom.
If you cook onions and don't add water to the hot pan, I don't know what you're doing.
Right, because you really want that savory.
Nice golden brown
That's the
onions
best
like that.
part right there. Ooh, that's what's going to make it taste good. All right, my camera's fogging up. All right, so now comes, I mean, in my opinion, I think the cabbage part is the hardest part. That, you know, you're making a commitment, kind of like the dough when you're doing pierogi. If you're going to do golumpki, you gotta focus on your cabbage. All right, it's a process. I did turn it down, babe. If you want to turn it back up, it's the middle one. There you go. Because it was boiling away. These enamel pans, they heat up water extremely quick. So I haven't done this in a while with the cabbage whole. I am not going to lie. I have made what's called lazy pierogi, where you just kind of layer leaves and you don't really do it.
Laser Golumpki. Lazy
Oh,
Golumpki.
sorry, lazy golumpki. Sorry, I got my pierogi and my golumpki mixed up. My bad. Okay, so lazy golumpki. And I learned that bad habit from my mom. So we're going to do it the right way. We're going to actually roll them, and we're going to put them in the slow cooker. That's really a great way to do golumpki. You can make a whole bunch of these and freeze them, and then on a night that you know you're not going to have a lot of time, take a couple of them out, set them up in your slow cooker with your sauce, and you'll be good to go. But yeah, this is a process. So it's tedious. You can only take a few leaves off at a time. It's going to take a while, but we'll show you the process.
And what you want to do is, before you put it in the water should be boiling, and you should cut around the stem so that those will separate, and you can just peel them off as they loosen up.
Uh-oh, we didn't do that. We're going to do it right now? Let's do it. We're going to do a course correction.
I'm doing it the hard way.
No, we're going to do it right. Hold up.
Fell right off.
Look at that.
That's why I do it. You cut around this, you dip them in the boiling water, they'll just fall right off.
There you go.
Or you can scald your hands trying to pry them off.
No, we're not going to do that today. There we go. Now we're ready to put it in the water.
And the water is good and boiling. Volunteer.
All right, so we're going to start rolling our golumpkis.
Yep. There's two different things you can do here. Some people cut these off and remove them. And I've always just gone like this.
Yep, I've seen that done before. You just shave it off.
You just want it nice and thin so it's not this big chewy bone in your golumpki. There's a small leaf. We're gonna try not to overfill it. A little bit like that. I've actually faced criticism in my life from making golumpkis with too much filling.
I've never heard of that, but okay.
People say, I want to eat more of them.
Oh.
I eat just one of yours and I'm full. It's just like that.
Yeah,
Little
look at
baby
that.
golumpki.
All right, we're going to get to work and pile them all up in here. And then we'll show you how to make the sauce to put on them. I mean, there's lots of different ways to make the sauce, but we might use something of our own. We might use some tomato paste. We're not even sure yet what we're going to use. Wow, that's going to be a good one.
Yeah, you can take advantage of the outer leaves and make a couple of big ones.
Yeah. Hey, listen, the elephant pierogi was delicious. That looks really good. Ooh, those are going to be good.
There you go.
Love it. Look at that.
Just like you buy at a Polish festival.
Do it, you guys. Don't let it bother you. Do it. It's a little bit of work with getting the leaves off the cabbage, but look at this is going to be delicious tonight. All right, it's time to make the sauce that are going to go over these beautiful looking Golumpkis. We have some leftover cabbage. We're just going to chop it up and, have it with like butter or something. Anyway, there's lots of different sauces you can put over it. John is choosing this combination. What do we got here?
It's going to be tomato paste and cabbage water and just some diced tomatoes.
So the cabbage water is kind of like something you would probably just get from an authentic Polish recipe, which it does say in the Polish Heritage Cookbook to use some of the water that the cabbage boiled in. So that would be in this kettle right here. So we're going to add that water. Oop. Need a little bit of a ladle there. Wow, that's nice water. So it's salted cabbage water. Oh boy, he's not messing around. He's getting all the good bits out of the jar.
I'm actually going to pour a little off.
So he's going to use a little bit of whole tomato to add to that. Now remember, this cabbage is going to let go of a lot of liquid, as is the meat. So you don't want it to be too liquidy because we're not roasting these. These are going to be in a slow cooker. So they're going to let go a lot of juices as it cooks, as opposed to roasting where it would let it go, but it would evaporate.
Right. You want this to be as thick as you're comfortable with it being, so that when the juices come out of there, it has to provide moisture so that nothing burns, but it has to be thick enough to accept the juices coming out of the Golumpki.
Yep, so it's the perfect consistency. Oh my goodness, that smells so good. I'm starving. We haven't even had breakfast yet. It's noon. It's noon on a snow day. Now we have a little pork ham to put on top. The Polish recipe book was like, they put actual pork fat with it because they have pigs and lots of salted pork fat. So, but we're just going to use a couple of slices just for flavor and to keep the moisture in. You could also use actual bacon if you don't mind having, extra fat with your cabbage, because don't forget, this beef and pork is plenty rich enough. We don't need too much. Just enough to add some really good flavor.
And if this was going in an oven, you'd have the leaves that you didn't use
Yes.
lining the bottom to keep it from burning.
Right.
I'm actually just going to add a little bit
More of that cabbage water.
this cabbage water. Just make
Kick
sure
it
there's
off.
something at the bottom to kick it off with.
Yep. Ooh, I cannot wait. We will see you later. And it will be delicious. I'm not sure what we're going to make to go with this, but we'll show you. Polish cookbook recommends just, traditional potatoes, but I'm not sure what we'll have yet, but that looks great. We'll see you later. All right, it's many hours later. It's 5 o'clock, and we have our dinner set up to go. These Golumpkis are in here, ready to go. We didn't even take the cover off yet, but our bread is done. So I decided to make a fresh loaf with our bread maker. So John's going to take that out right now. How many of you guys have a bread maker? If comment below if you do, because these are handy and they're fun. You twist it. There you go.
Not my bread maker.
Yep, they're fun. I mean, we make a lot of different doughs, a lot of different breads, but I like using the bread maker when I'm just looking to have a quick and easy loaf. Okay, I did oil it. There she comes. Look at that. Just a fun little loaf to have for tonight. Oh my God, that looks so good. All right, let's see what these Golumpkis look like. I'm excited. We haven't made these in a while, so we're both really excited. Oh, wow.
You see, there's a ton of moisture in the pan now.
Yep.
So if you started out with a thin sauce like you'd have on spaghetti, you'd be having soup right now.
Yeah. Now, don't forget, now we did put ham on the top, so you're not actually looking at the cabbage yet. We're going to tuck into these. We'll show you. Ooh.
You want a second one?
Yeah, definitely. Just show it to the camera before you put it back, the label. So people can see what you're putting on. Oh yeah, horseradish. Hopefully John and I inspired you to whip up a batch of your own Golumpkis. Maybe even bake your own bread. It was a snow day. So we realized this isn't an everyday thing, but listen, we had a snow day, so we wanted to use it to the best that we could, and I think we did a good job. All right, well, that's everything I had for you guys from the Second Chance shop. I did grab this card that they had. Of course, this is meaningless if you don't live in this area, but if you do, they're giving away a $100 gift card. And they do have 3 locations. I went to the one that's in Suffield, Connecticut. They have another store in Simsbury, Connecticut, and I believe they have one in West Hartford, Connecticut. So if you stop into their store up until I believe the week of Christmas, they'll give you this little card and you just scan that QR code and you enter into their raffle to win a $100 gift certificate. So what a great little holiday treat that they give all of their customers this time of year. I think that's a wonderful gesture. I hope I win. I did register. And yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys, and give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed my content. Subscribe if you haven't. And I so appreciate all of you guys watching me and all of our new viewers. It's super exciting. And hopefully you enjoyed shopping with me. And whatever else John and I got up to in this video, hopefully you found it interesting and fun. And I'll see you real soon.